Alright guys, so we're going to do a quick recap today of today's trades. Today we traded a total of 3 trades, 3 stocks. Unfortunately it is a red day, down $102. Today was very choppy, to say the least. We had nothing held up out of the gates. We had a nasty flush, which turned a nice green trade into a red trade. So that was CGIX. It was the first stock that I traded out of the gates. As you can see, it looked good pre-market. Pre-market, it had gapped up nicely from 450 up to 550, 575, pulled back, held around VWAP, got up to its highs, 580. So that's the 5-minute chart. Let me show you the 1-minute chart. The 1-minute chart is usually what I use to determine my entries on my trades. It's more precise. So here we can clearly see that it made a nice move from 450, from 4 up to 568. It pulled back, got up to its highs. So I was watching this level around 580. I'm watching about 580 since that's the high of that candle right before the market opened. Okay, so I'm going to show you a quick clip of what I was looking at right before I jumped in. So the square is going to be this top left one. And I'm watching the dip now. So okay, so that's green volume. Went ahead and got in this trade, 500 shares. Went up to 585, started taking some profit, took some more profit off the table. And there I should have took the bid, sold on the bid because it hesitated. I could not fill on the ask, but I gave it some room. Quickly, you're going to see that it breaks 550 down to 530. That support breaks 530 down to 520. You see that red volume coming in? Okay, down to 5. So that's horrible right there. The right thing to do would have been to stop out at the $0.50, but I kind of gave it some room. And you see there it kept going down to 482. So my exit was at $5. My last exit. It could have been better. Should have stopped at around 550. Would have still had some money. Maybe up about $40. But sure is better than being down $49. Unfortunately, took some more trades. Let's see. I took some more trades and I ended up being red on them. Took ANVS. This one it had very low volume. I kind of just got in there because I was already kind of frustrated by being red on the day. It really wasn't even a good trade. You see it's up on the top right corner. I was kind of watching 615 to come in. I was going to start buying at 615. There comes green volume coming in. So I got my finger ready at the buy button. As you can see the bid coming up. It's okay, so I punched my order. I was a little bit late to push it, as you can tell. So, well, it kind of jumped over that 15-cent mark, so it was really hard to catch that. At least it never even went by. It just skipped over it. So that it was just sitting there. I should have just canceled my order and just held the 99 shares and either stopped out or gave it, let it do its thing. Stop out like around 610, have a 10-cent loss. But here I just decided to hold it. I just decided to hold it and hold, and I had a feeling that it was gonna dip down. I was gonna get filled like I am, like I just got filled now. My order was 400 shares, so I'm now filled 400 shares, 520. I'm down 5 cents on the bid. 10 is my stop out, 10-cent stop. There's 10. I'm like, till I see some red volume, then I'll stop out at 10. And here we're gonna see it. We're gonna start seeing some red volume on the time and sales on 10, and at the same time ASNA popped up on the high day scanner, so that kind of didn't help it. Not enough people are watching ANVS, so you continue to pop up over here, the ASNA. So I pulled it up. I'm still in this ANVS. Okay, so we just skipped over to 10. A lot of red volume came in, so I just decided to take the loss. Stopped out at 604. Down there, 604. And yeah, it went down a little bit more. So that wasn't great. Let me show you what the chart looked like on that. Okay, so on the first stock that I took, CGIX, it was this one. I got in at I got in at 565, which was down there, 565. Sold some up at 581, which right now in the kind of market that we are in, definitely base hits. You know, you leave some money on the table, but that's what the kind of market we're in right now. Base hit market. Base hit market. You have your 10, 15, 20 cents, boom, you take a profit and you walk away. So there. So here it opened up at 565, dip all the way down to 536. 540 would have been the correct entry, I would think. From there, from 40 to 65, possible entry, second entry at 65 for a move up to 80. Start selling at 80. Sell your whole position at 80. But even if I would have, bought in at 65 and sold everything at 80, that would have been a nice 15-cent winner with 500 shares, $75. So that would have been nice. But I gave it a chance to do its thing, move higher, because this looked good for a break. It was a double top, and it had room up to the 200, which is 633. So it had plenty of room. Kind of hoping for a move up to $6, but it just didn't happen. So here this was a nasty drop. That's the only way to describe it. You don't get these huge drops every day. The drop was from 573 down to 480, and I stopped out at 5 was my last exit. So that was that. Would have been a green trade, but it just got a little bit out of control. And then ANVS, I didn't. That was my second trade. I didn't like that stock to begin with, but somebody had called it out, and I just decided to watch it, and I talked myself into jumping in there. It was a recent IPO setup, but it's just a little bit more risky. But I stopped out, followed my rules, disciplined about it. I didn't hold it and hope. I traded what was in front of me. So this one I got in at 620. 620. Stopped out at 610. I'm sorry, at 604. So let's see, I got in at 38. Yep, right here. Yeah, nearly the top of this candle. So ideally, you would want to get in around 610, the top of this candle or the top of that candle, 613. The resistance, break of that, 615, up to 10-cent move. You stop when you take your profit and you're done. But in this case, jumped over my order, filled a little too high, and then it just no follow through. So that was that one. And of course, it had low volume, so have to be careful with those stocks with no volume. And here we'll go over our next one, the last stock that we traded. It was very small share size because I didn't have much more buying power. So it was just really I just wanted to end the day with a green trade. That's really what it was about. And it shouldn't be that way, but it was. Okay. Last trade I took was BHAT. BHAT, I bought in at 172. And sold at 176. A tiny little trade, little green trade, but it was green, and that's kind of all I wanted, just to something to bring home. It was tiny. It was only 60 shares, but it was a green trade, and it's more of a psychological trophy more than anything. Which again, it should not be that way. Should be able to, just call it and be happy about it. Live to trade another day. So on this one, let's see, our entry was at here at 39. So we got in at 172. Let's see, 38, 39. Okay, yes, we got in on this candle here. So the high of this one was 185. So we anticipated the candle to make a new high. It was a micro pullback, and got in at 172. There was a seller at 72, so whenever that seller got bought up, I was like, okay, well, this is a point where I'm going to want to get in. Once the seller gets bought up, I'll show you the live video in a little bit. Once that 172 buyer gets bought up, see a lot of green volume coming in, I'll jump in. I jumped in, and it went up to 179. Possibly could have taken profit up there, but I just gave it a little bit of room, and I ended up taking the profit at 176. So that was the right thing because it came down. It just broke lower. Support was 160, broke support, and down to 150, and it just kept going down. Yeah, and it just continued to fail throughout the day. It's below BHAT now. And so here is the live recording. Let's see, 38.55. Okay, so it's this bottom right corner, bottom right box. So you see that buyer seller at 172. Okay, boom, I punched my order for 200 shares, 172. Popped up to 180. Didn't break, so I started putting orders out. 178. Put my order, and I got filled at 176. And that was it. Quick 4 cents on 200 shares. It was just a psychological win more than anything. 200 shares, you have to have a big mover to make money. But I just wanted to end the day with the green trade. Well, that's it. That's my recap for the day. I took 3 trades, gave it a shot, and today was just not a day that there was followed through. Unfortunately, it was kind of funny because Monday it was a holiday. Tuesday, I was just gonna sit back and watch. Tuesday there was a lot of action. So on Wednesday, it was a little bit slower. And now Thursday, today, it's slower than it was yesterday. And then on Friday, we'll see how Friday turns out. You know, we're gonna kind of just watch the market and see where the action's at, see if there's something obvious. Obviously, we're gonna trade the market as that's in front of us. You know, for sure. You know, we want to be careful of those quick drops. So to be on the safe side until we see that the market's improving, we're gonna take base hits just to be sure, to be safe. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching.